I want to tell you something.
Closer.
Yeah, a little bit closer.
Hi.
Hi.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Don't you ever with me and alcohol. Got it?
Oh, you got a problem with that, nerd? I'll throw a fireball in your face, because I'm a wizard.
So they were able to get him to the hospital in time.
Yes, he's in the intensive care ward at Our Lady of the Worthless Miracle.
Oh, we've discussed this. Mornings are for coffee and contemplation.
A! Why can't we be Universe A?
Yeah!
We won the best letter!
We called it first. Besides, this place kind of feels like a bee, you know?
You have my sister. If not, would you like a margarita?
Yeah, and when I see freaks in the street, I never, ever stare at them. And yet I'm careful not to look away because I want to make the freaks feel comfortable.
There's no crying! There's no crying in baseball!
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
I'm Adam.
And I'm
Trisket.
Taylor. Yeah. Cole's trying to make this nickname stick. I mean, it's cool he's trying.
Trisket.
I guess. I mean, fuck.
Okay.
Whatever. It's cool. It's fine.
Okay.
I will accept
What
it.
are the origin stories
I
of
don't
the
know. Because
Trisket?
something about cracker.
Because he's a cracker, but he's also dry and square.
But
that's not too bad.
Try. I'm a triangle Crisket, you dumb bitch.
A triangle Crisket?
Yeah. That's the one.
Maybe he's going to be Crisket now.
I'd rather be Biscuit.
Because you like it both ways.
I like butter.
He likes his buns buttered.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Who
Cool.
doesn't?
Yeah, all right.
I'd like to thank Cole for convening this garage cast, for fuck's sakes. I think I lost about 10 pounds in sweat.
So far, so good.
I didn't ask to do the garage cast. You just told me
I thought
this
we
morning.
were asking. They're saying,
think.
why are we doing this?
I think our audience was asking, when are you getting back in the garage?
No, they definitely weren't.
Probably not, but
This is why. It's hot. I'm sweating.
I don't mind it.
But the beer is good.
Yeah.
The beer is extra cold when you're extra hot.
Yeah. I don't know.
No, I just got a text this morning from Taylor, like, bring over the splitter so we can do a garage cast. I'm like, oh, okay.
I thought that was the plan, but here we are.
It is. We're in here. It's working, sort of. I don't know how it sounds for sure, but it looks like things are recording.
I think so.
So, how you guys been?
Oh, man. Good.
Oh, cool.
That's it.
Didn't really sound like you meant it, but okay.
I'm fine, I guess.
I believe him.
The ex-wife is gone.
Wow.
First time we're bringing this up. Cole wanted to. Cole was chomping at the bit to tell our listeners that we're going to be roomies.
Talk about the
Quote,
juicy
unquote,
gossip.
Quote unquote roommates.
You get bunk beds or what?
Yeah, fuck yeah, we're not.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think what I'm going to do is like Cole doesn't realize what hell's about to become upon him. I'm going to like open it up to Airbnb for sex parties.
Oh,
it's
okay.
called Air. TNA. TNA. Yeah. And it's just going to be ravenous sex parties that I'll rent out and I will host. I'm not participating.
You'll just let them have them here.
That's probably I'll be like,
that's a good selling point.
Welcome to the party. And then
isn't that what people go on Airbnb for? I've heard about like
sex
houses
parties?
Just being trashed from like drugged out parties and sex parties and stuff. Yeah.
No drugs, just sex.
Well, you don't know what you're inviting in.
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay. You'll just be the doorman.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good. You
get out of here.
We're at capacity.
And it's just like two like super fat people, two 600-pounders.
Like I don't want anything. No, pass. God.
I want to make a Taylor sandwich.
Oh my! Sounds good. Sounds like fun. But yeah, that's the news. I'm sure most of our friends and people that we are acquainted with kind of know what's going on. So I guess it's not really a big surprise. Maybe for that one listener in Connecticut named Vince McMahon, he's like, damn it, Linda. It finally happened. That's what Vinnie Mac is saying.
Okay.
I knew it would. That's what he's going to say. But, yeah, so that's what's going on. Things are pretty cool, I guess. I mean, as cool as they can be. I'm glad I found a cool new roommate.
I wish I found a cool new roommate.
I was going to say, you probably... I mean, let me tell you some of my roommate stories. In case you didn't know this, I tend to fuck around a lot. So I had this one roommate, and I needed his half of the rent. And he was banging his girl. No. Sorry, that wasn't it. I needed an envelope. So he's banging his girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
And I heard they're going to Pound Town. Actually, I heard them once already. They had already.
So you've already done this Airbnb idea.
Yeah. So I had already heard them go to Pound Town. Things were over. Things had subsided.
Okay.
Things started to pick back up again.
Oh.
But I needed an envelope.
And they were only in your roommate's room?
Apparently. I said, Zach, I need an envelope. So I hear him just going to town, and I start knocking on the door. He's like, what? I need an envelope. Okay, in a minute. They're still going at it. I'm like, no, I need it now. So he's like, God damn it. So I heard him put his fucking boxers on and come. He had the audacity to come out with his dick hanging out a little bit. And he gave me an envelope. So those are the kinds of things you can look forward to.
That
Cole.
was it?
No. Then one night.
Well, don't let Cole keep the envelopes in his room.
Don't expect me to have envelopes.
then one night too. I had found this really cool YouTube video where you took the a old ripped up T-shirt, you balled it up, and you sewed it together. You create this little ball, right? And then you soak it in lighter fluid. You light it on fire,
and then you hit it with a tennis racket or something.
You just fuck.
Good job, Taylor.
Hey,
just
see,
put
that's
that
why
anywhere.
we're in the garage.
Yeah, just put that anywhere.
That was a really precarious spot, man. Fuck.
Here, I'll get you something.
No, I'm good.
Get him an old T-shirt that's balled up and soaked in gasoline.
Hey, a little table. Thanks, buddy. Why didn't you give me that earlier? But
I offered a tote for everything or something. I thought.
But anyway, just spilled beer all over myself. But it's cool and refreshing.
It's hot. It's hot out here.
Feels
so.
good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I lit these fireballs and brought them into my roommate's room. And I'm like, let's check it out. And the YouTube video made it look like this guy was just handling these things. Like they weren't very hot.
That makes no sense.
They're fucking really hot. So I go in there and I'm like
you covered it in gasoline?
Not lighter fluid.
Lighter. Well, yeah.
Like what you would put in a Zippo.
I guess I've seen things similar to that where I'm sure in my younger days I may have played with lighter fluid a little bit,
man.
You know, but
anyway, that was another time. Yeah.
You guys aren't wearing your headphones, so you didn't just hear whatever that was.
What was it?
I don't know.
It's
probably on your computer chimed or something.
Yeah, that's chiming. But anyway, that's what you can look forward to, Cole, is fireballs and me breaking in while you're having sex.
I don't trust you around propane.
What?
Every time I've seen you light something,
I always expect you're gonna die.
Yeah, I expect.
Well,
cool.
When you're doing
death-defying man.
When you're any facial hair you have from your eyes down to your chin.
When you're doing the fire on, like if we're having a fire outside with the gas, that's not so bad. But when you're lighting your grill, I expect you to die.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like I think you turn the propane on. And then you go and talk to people for a while, and then you come back I think the propane's ready now, and you just light the sucker up, and I've heard it. It's just woof, and you go, holy shit, what happened?
I can't believe it.
Yeah, the same thing that happened last time you tried to light a grill.
I don't know. I mean, I was always taught you let the gas
it doesn't
accumulate.
You don't.
No, why on a grill? No.
So where did it go? Lights up.
I mean, well, you're still here, so I guess so far so good.
Yeah, but he burned all his hair off.
That's true. I have no hair anywhere on my body. Cool.
You're wearing shorts. I can see that's not true.
The summer's just begun.
Yeah, I got a few.
You still got to get the grill going.
In my final form.
Okay, so I got these shoes delivered today.
Beautiful shoes.
The Onitsuka Tiger Asics. So I ordered them last week sometime. Ever since I ordered them, every site I go on is advertising these shoes.
Oh, yeah.
It's called cookies,
It's
man.
like I already bought the fucking shoes. You don't need to advertise them to me. I'm not going to go buy another pair just because I'm seeing them everywhere.
Yeah,
but maybe you will.
Remember when we did that experiment and it didn't really work out?
The red ukulele.
But this is basically the same thing.
Cookies,
well, this way, and I actually put information into the computer. But.
Yeah, I don't know. It is weird. I just watched. It was kind of along the same lines of like getting your data mined and stuff. But I was watching the Good Mythical Morning, and they did the top places to get your free birthday shit. So for your the month of your birthday, you can go to Buffalo Wild Wings and go get a free 6 wings or whatever. And all you have to do is sign up for their program.
It's always sign up for the program. Unless you go to a Mexican restaurant, you can usually go on your birthday and get a free meal.
Which one? Any of them?
Pretty much all of them. I know Paradiso for sure. Of course, that's a staple here.
That's not a Mexican restaurant. That's
okay.
That's a garbage dump. That's a garbage dump that serves food.
You can get free.
You don't need your free meal then.
You want to go to Paradiso for my free meal, Adam?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
He's
do
gonna go with me.
But I'm pretty sure the other Mexican restaurants do the same thing.
I should look into it. I know that Rockin' 50s used to do.
They used to. I tried to go there on my birthday last year, and I was like, I'm here for my free meal, and they're like, we don't do that. And I was like, I'll just have a beer then, and then I'm leaving.
I'll just have a beer. Actually, you know what would be better is just to order at least fucking go crazy, get the biggest thing on the menu.
Like, it's free, right?
No.
Let him bring a fucking wallet. So what are you gonna do?
Wash the dishes, boy. Don't.
Has anybody ever had to do that?
I don't know. I gotta believe at some point. I know that was always a dad thing to tell you.
Cole, you've been in the industry off and on. Has that ever happened where someone has forgotten their wallet?
Yeah.
Or they aren't gonna pay?
And you say you got to work it off. I need 12 hours in the kitchen.
Way back when I worked at Denny's, that had happened a few times. Like a drunk person would come in, order food, and then they realize that they left their wallet at the bar or something. You know?
I mean, that's a little different. I mean,
but the nice thing about then was, like at that point, everyone had a cell phone, so you'd just say, "Leave your cell phone with me. Go get your wallet, or go get money, and we'll give you your cell phone back."
But that was a 24-hour place.
Yeah.
Like what your place closes and they need to go. You're not going to stay open until they come back, are you? I mean,
I've never had it happen at any other place.
So
it doesn't. Other than places like
apparently
Denny's,
it never happened.
Denny's
it only happened at Den. So in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I never really had a problem with that.
That's cool.
You'd keep some collateral or something. They'd always something that they'd want back.
That's worth
You know
more
what
than
I would
what
say?
they
It'd
ate.
be like this. Oh, I could leave you my cell phone. I'd be like, more. Well, how about
Empty your pockets.
more?
Left shoe now.
More. Firstborn. Yes, that will do. And then I would start with the firstborn. I'd be like, all right, firstborn, I'm gonna put you to fucking
It would be
work.
really neat if you were a magician and you could like pop open like some notebook with the flame that opened up.
Yeah.
And you're just that nerdy waiter who has magic stuff around. Here's your contract.
Contract.
Sign this.
Then I take the firstborn. I'd be like, all right, firstborn, you see that claw machine? I'm gonna need you to crawl up inside there and get me that San Jose Shark hockey puck. That's your first duty as mine until your father. But then if the father never came back, you know, then I'm stuck with the kid.
Oh, we'd done that a few times where we'd
You've stolen a child.
No, call someone's girlfriend or call their parents and have their parents come drop.
Wait, you said it like, well, that's happened a few times where we kept the firstborn.
And then we call their parents and have
We're
them
like,
drop off another
you know
one.
What? I already have 2 others. You just keep that one.
It's like a fair trade.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be a cool origin story for a villain or a hero.
Well,
I was left abandoned at a restaurant because my
forced to climb in claw
my parents couldn't afford their moons over my hammy.
See, that would be his name would be
Moons over my hammy. Moons over my hammy night.
Yes, actually,
so much more interesting than Moon Night.
I will say this about Moons over my hammy. Good sandwich.
Not as good as the Grand Sandwich, though.
I mean, if I'm not in the mood, there's a couple of things. First things first.
You're fucking with the worst. I'll be sticking pins in your head like a fucking nurse.
Yeah, whatever you just said. No, the first thing is first, Cole. Something about Bel Air. Is that the one you were doing?
No.
Going to my aunt to live in Bel Air.
I was singing Wu-Tang.
Oh, what was I singing?
Yeah, same thing.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air, dumbass.
Different hip hop. No, what I'm saying is, if I am not in the mood for maple syrup flavored fingers, because your hands smell like maple syrup after you're done with the Grand Slam.
Wash your hands.
Isn't this? It sticks with you, even if you wash.
It gets in your sleeves.
It's like it just absorbs into your body.
Yep.
Which I'm not opposed to, but if I'm not in the mood for that, I will opt in for the Moons over my hammy. I love that sandwich, dude.
I was at a restaurant the other day and I seen a girl I knew and I was talking to her and I was like, God, why does she smell so good? And then I realized it wasn't her. It was the chicken wings on the table next to her.
Get out of here.
Shut the fuck up. Listen, I don't care how good looking she is. If someone smells like food, unless she was just slaving away or he was just slaving away in the kitchen preparing a meal for me.
I thought it was a perfume. It was chicken wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
Wow. When I worked at the Boys Ranch, at that time, next door was Schlotsky's Deli.
Love that place.
That place is awesome.
It's awesome.
I was there today.
But I only ate there one time because I felt that I went there over lunch and I felt that when I went back to work, my clothing smelt so much like Schlotsky's that I couldn't handle it anymore.
That was at the old location.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
It was Adam went to Schlotsky's. Now he smells like a Schlutsky.
Bingo.
Got him. Which is weird. I mean, that restaurant supposedly started in Texas.
Well, that's what they changed their name, whatever they call it, the Schlotsky's Austin Grill, or that's what he said.
Oh, that's what they are now. But it's still all the same shit.
It's the same stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I was pretty excited for Cinnabon because they're like, we're bringing Cinnabon here too.
What was the place in the New York hotel? What's the name of that restaurant? That
Entenmann's?
That Jewish deli.
Fucking awesome.
God, it was like Schlotsky's on steroids. It was so good.
It was fucking great.
Like they actually brought the meat. Like,
I don't know.
You could see them cutting the meat in front of you in the morning.
Okay.
And like they were doing it on a daily basis. It was fucking good.
For what do you want to call it? Like
shaving the pastrami and all that.
Yeah.
That's what I call it.
No,
pastrami shave.
But for a hotel.
Taylor, when's the last time you shaved your pastrami?
Last week. I'm still having flashbacks. No, but the thing about New York is it's kind of a gimmick hotel.
Yeah.
You know, and they got, which is totally fine. I'm totally down for it.
Yeah.
I actually like the gimmick hotels a lot.
Yeah, a nice theme.
Like,
sure.
Whether it's the Venetian, which is fucking so cool to walk through the Venetian, or Paris, or the New York. No, I think it's just Paris. New York. I thought, for as gimmicky as it was, I didn't think that they would have as good of a restaurant like that.
Oh, they had so many good restaurants.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When we went to Paris, we ate at one of their French cuisine, and that was so fucking good, too. Their French... you could sit out on the patio.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Very exotic.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your Cinnabon story.
No, thank you, because Cinnabon sucks. That's really what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay.
mean,
I've only had Cinnabon in an airport.
I was gonna say,
and that's
it's probably
it.
the
Like,
only place, or the Mall of America.
and
That's
I've
where I
never
had it.
looked forward to that. I guess I like the idea of cinnamon rolls or whatever, but I never rush. I'd rather have a caramel roll.
I was gonna say, as a North Dakota boy,
Yeah.
I think that the caramel roll will always be superior to the cinnamon glazed bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Exactly.
man. Sorry, Cole.
Although
I don't like either. I don't.
I don't know.
Shut the fuck
I don't
up,
know
you
if
don't like either.
Cinnabon offers a caramel roll
No,
or not.
They do. Here's the deal.
I never
if
go there.
Ever they offer a caramel version, it's always laced with pecans, which
Oh,
I
I
like
see.
pecans, but not on my caramel roll.
And it's the kind of place where you can't get it without it.
And it's not called a caramel roll; it's called a sticky bun.
They're like, sorry, the sauce is already made and there's pecans in it. We can't
Sorry,
change
we
it.
Can't. You want me to strain the pecans out?
It's
if you
written
don't
on the
mind.
board. We can't change it.
That's how it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway, when Cinnabon came here, I really thought we'd have a full-fledged Cinnabon. It would be almost like the combination Pizza Hut Taco Bells that they have, or the KFC Taco Bell Pizza Huts, or like the combo restaurants, a legitimate combo restaurant where you have to order off the menu. What do you want off the menu? I want a 1A or a 2B.
Depending on which restaurant you're ordering from. Sure.
Remember when the Taco John's over there had a good time?
Yeah. What didn't we have a combo of seafood and something? A and B.
and Long John Silver's, was it?
A&W.
Yeah, A and W. Sorry.
Big difference.
Yep, there is. You're right.
That didn't last very long at all.
Not really. But it's...
Don't even get me started on that.
I don't know why I think just fish on its own, perfect. I don't get the combo with those two. Just leave the fish out of it. I'll take a burger and a taco option.
No, do a Long John Silver's in a KFC makes more chicken and fish. That makes more sense because it's all fried bullshit anyway.
Well,
coated and fried.
Hey, it's not like they're combining fucking restaurants off, all randomly. I mean, these are owned by the same parent company.
I know.
Oh, okay.
But
like you can't combine like it'd be really fucking awesome as a Burger King and McDonald's combo.
It would be.
It would be.
Well,
Trying to make some money.
I don't really like either, but if you could get if I liked the Burger King burgers and then combine that with the McDonald's fries.
Hell yeah.
There you
brother.
go.
Or hash browns. I'm telling you, the McDonald's has the best breakfast.
No, they don't.
I still will stand by McDonald's breakfast. Just saying, Adam.
Yeah, I'm just pondering.
Just as a you know what you're getting yourself into. You know you're not going to have some soggy fucking bullshit 99% of the time.
Yeah.
I would say at Cole's favorite place, Hardee's.
Papa John's.
You're going to have you run the risk of ordering hash browns and them not being fresh.
I don't run the risk of ordering hash browns.
But some of us like a potato. Some of us like potatoes, Cole. I don't see why you hate Irish people so much.
A crispy potato.
Or Idahoans.
Yeah, I
Is
don't
that what
like
you
people
call it?
from Idaho.
Oh fuck! I went to. I understand the plight of Cole because a few weeks ago
Okay.
I thought I haven't been to Five Guys Burgers and Fries for a long time. I'm gonna go. So I go over there. I order the fries. I know it was just a little one. I ordered the little fries and I ordered a burger.
And they said $32.50, sir.
Oh yeah, it was. It was super fucking expensive.
Yeah.
And I sit down. Burger, messy as fuck. I mean, I didn't go crazy with it. I ordered standard toppings, and it was messy as fuck. Then the fucking fries. What a sad, sorry sack of shit that was. I mean, they were hot, but they didn't fucking.
Did they taste too much like a potato?
No, they didn't crisp up. They were just floppy.
No, I think there's
flaccid
sometimes
potatoes.
There's sometimes when you can get that potato where it seems it's I can imagine what you're referring to, but it also semi tastes like a raw potato as well. Like
Almost.
it's soft
Steak
still,
fries.
But yeah, where it's just too much potato in there.
Yeah, steak fries.
Yeah. But I don't think their fries are steak fries.
No,
they're
they're not.
square cut or whatever.
No, they suck is what they do.
Yeah,
and,
they
and,
just...
And my thing is, and I will stand by this, and I know I get so much shit. I don't know what the fuck kind of potatoes they use over at In-N-Out Burger, but those fries are built different. They are just different. They are fresh cut, but they've got the consistency of a McDonald's fry, but they're fresh. It's the craziest fucking thing.
How are they fresh cut? They must
they're
blanch
fresh.
them.
Maybe that's what they do. They do something.
They got to soak them in the water for a while.
Yeah, I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
You know what else I did see though, which intrigued me, and maybe we could try it, Cole, if you're into experimentation. This gal pickled her potatoes.
Okay.
Cut a potato into fries.
All right.
Threw them in a batch of vinegar or pickling salts, whatever. Left them for a week.
Okay.
Came back, deep fried them.
And fried them.
And she said it was like the best of both worlds.
Do you have a deep fryer?
You got an air fryer, maybe.
I got an air fryer. I don't think it'd be the same though.
If we deep fried them, we
between
could
the
do
two,
it
but-
out on that back slab out here.
Yeah, or I mean,
if we do it in the kitchen, it'll make the whole house smell.
I don't like deep frying in the house. We could just load some oil up on the side burner of the grill out here.
Yeah, we should do that.
Does that
That
sound
actually,
good?
like you were saying it, and I was like, this could be amazing or awful, but I need to try it.
It sounds it's intriguing. I think it would be rather tasty. A crispy
pickled potato.
Potato, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds
Let's do
good.
it. We're gonna experiment, Cole. And instead of with drugs, it's gonna be
with potatoes.
Pickles. With potato. Oh God.
I'd made an experimental food.
Was it a spaghetti taco?
It was not. It was.
That sounds awful.
I was scrolling on videos that were on Facebook, and which I think they must put TikTok ones or somehow or whatever they are.
Transfer them over.
And so this guy was talking about a popular trend that he's seen on TikTok, and it was making ice cream out of cottage cheese. So I went out and I got the ingredients.
Well, okay, I'm hearing you.
Okay,
out. I'm hearing you because I mean, people will throw peaches or strawberries in their or fresh fruit.
It's you just blend it until it turns really smooth.
Okay.
I tried it. I still thought it tasted kind of like soury. Like,
yeah, a little tang.
So it wasn't as sweet, but I could see it being sold as like a gourmet ice cream to fools who would pay for it.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Wait.
with our pickled fries.
So it's almost like a frozen yogurt almost.
That's what I was thinking more of a yogurt than an ice. But I mean,
they call it an ice cream, but call it whatever you want to compare it to.
Froyo.
Yeah, I don't know. I gave it a shot because I was like, this sounds intriguing. I would have never thought to do that myself because it just seems weird. But it's not that. It's just another dairy product in a different form rather than a cream you're putting in cottage cheese. But you make cheesecake and you sweeten up.
You blend it and then just freeze it?
You blend it with like sugar and vanilla, and I put like a artificial sweetener in there and so a little vanilla and some cocoa powder, and I put in a little almond milk and blended it up until it got smooth but still maintained a thicker texture, and then threw it in the freezer for a couple hours, gave it a shot, and it was just kind of a rich soury, not overly sour, because I guess I could have just put more sweetener in there and then it would have made it less. It wasn't the worst. I thought it would be much worse. And again, that was my first go at it. I guess if I experimented a little bit, I think it's worth a shot. I won't give it a thumbs down. I'll just say, hey, try it.
I tried it once.
Supposed to be, more.
And that's one thing I don't buy very often, and I wish I would buy more of it because I fucking love cottage cheese.
This recipe says to use cottage cheese, honey, peanut butter, and chocolate chips.
Well, sure. So then you're getting a peanut butter chocolate flavor. I mean, you could put fruit in there if you want to make a strawberry ice cream or whatever.
I think the fruit would be the way I would go.
I'd go with fruit as well.
With something like this.
Yeah. And it just whatever. It's not difficult to do, especially if you have the ingredients kind of sitting around. Give it a shot.
If you didn't want to use the chocolate, I think she she screwed herself. She could have gone with 3 ingredients instead of 4 by throwing Nutella in there, and then you could take the chocolate chips out.
Let me tell you something. I hate these TikTok trends where these guys are like, and tell me if I'm wrong about this. Where this is related to cooking. So these people will go out and they'll be, we're gonna make a gourmet dinner under $100.
Wait, what?
Or whatever it is.
Under $100?
Or
make a real challenge like under $10 or something,
whatever.
And we're going to the Dollar Tree for it.
Okay,
you know?
that's what it is. It's a gourmet meal. It's like we're gonna make a full or 3. It was something crazy. It was like a 3-course meal. Maybe that's what it was. It was something crazy.
Feeding
and
4 people under X amount of dollars or something like that.
But the thing that pisses me off is they go in, they're like, okay, we're gonna grab this kind of steak, chink, minus it off. They get down, okay, we did it under $96. Let's get back and cook it. So they go back to their kitchen, like, all right, we're gonna need saffron. Pull it out of their fucking cupboard. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
you just fucking said under $100, and now you're using all these fucking ingredients that you already had in the kitchen. Go fuck yourself. And then the other thing I hate too.
Well,
all right,
here's the thing: is the last shrimp boil I did fed 7 people
plus,
and there was leftovers for me for 2.5 days. 7 people, and I spent $73 on it.
That's $10 a person.
But what I'm
but he had leftovers.
I actually I had leftovers. It's not hard to make a nice meal for under $100. I made a meal that didn't feed.
It's called go to Little Caesars. Easy.
Simple.
I invited 8 people, but one of them was out of town. I could have easily fed 8 people. I could have easily fed 10 people.
Yeah.
And it was only so these TikTok challenges are pretty ridiculous when you're saying like I can feed this many people.
We're talking gourmet, Cole.
What you're saying you wouldn't have fucking paid a lot of money for that at a restaurant?
I'm saying
the challenge was they would spend X amount and use those ingredients.
Yeah,
so what?
But
at home you'd allow them to have salt and pepper, right?
I would allow salt. I would allow pepper. That's it. I mean, if you're gonna tell me, because I'm just talking about what I would have as a Joe fucking schmo living as a single.
But you're not
man.
gonna have saffron. Well, maybe you do. I don't know, but I don't
even
have
have
saffron.
fucking garlic, like fresh garlic, ready to go. So I'd have to buy the fucking garlic that they already had. I would have the shallots, like everyone's got fucking shallots at home.
Well, they have a garden. That's good.
That was part.
Okay.
That was part of why the meal was only $73 rather than $83 was because all the herbs for the shrimp boil came out of my mom's garden.
It's called herbs.
Whatever.
Just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. But no, I see that's my problem. I've also the other trend that pisses me off on TikTok is when they're saying, "All right, we're gonna make 2-ingredient pasta," and it's like, really, all you're gonna need is salt, pepper, butter, and noodles and water. I'm sorry. Water is part of the fucking ingredient if you are cooking. If you're fucking cooking water and you got to add water to your item, that's an ingredient. Am I wrong?
No,
I don't have a comment on this one
because
I believe unless it's a bottled water.
No.
I think you gotta understand that maybe they have water.
I'm not.
There's some givens.
I'm just talking about when they exaggerate about how few ingredients they're putting into this.
That's true. When I was looking up that cottage cheese ice cream, they'd say 2 ingredients, and then there would be other things added on top. And I'm like, well, if I was to make it with the 2 ingredients, I guess it would just be. I would make sweet cottage cheese, and that would be it.
Ew!
Just sugar and cottage cheese, blend it up really well, and that would be my 2 ingredients. Best diet drink you'll ever have.
Tell us about your new diet water.
Salt, pepper, water.
Wow.
It's no different. There's always that that celebrity diet drink where they put cayenne pepper, water,
lemon,
and honey or something like that.
Don't forget lemon. So
lemon.
Stupid.
I lose a ton of weight when all I drink is this.
Really?
Oh, that's strange.
That's crazy. coozie. How do you do that?
You know,
They take a shit and they just got burning asshole, burning cayenne water shooting out of their fucking butt.
With lemon.
yeah, a little lemon in
Lemon
there.
gives it that little zip.
That little citric acid.
little zippy poo. Fuck hell.
I started I went to a movie. First movie of the summer.
Wow.
I went last Tuesday.
Was it busy at the theater? Like super busy?
Nope, because I went to an 8:00 showing of Sisu.
Ooh.
I've never heard of it. What is that?
Yeah, I brought
Cool.
Logan. Yep.
It's kind of like what they were describing in the preview was it's John Wick meets World War II.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just like this
Or World War
old gold miner. This old guy who's mining gold. He's just done with the war.
So
you
then
know?
Hitler kills his dog and steals his car, and
There was a
freaks the
dog
fuck
in
out.
there, and but the dog survived. Okay.
Damn it.
Sorry for the spoiler. No. Just he ends up running into these Nazis who want to steal his gold, basically.
All right.
And then so he decides to destroy the Nazis. So you just see a bunch of Nazis getting killed in semi-creative ways.
Cool. Like Kevin McAllister's them.
Yeah, there's most of the movie. I was willing, I'll go with the belief that this could happen. There's just this one part in there where I'm just gonna say it. It's not. I don't feel it's a spoiler. All right, he goes in this airplane, and this airplane's going down. All right, and suddenly you see the airplane just nosedive, boom, into the ground because he was looking for a parachute, couldn't find one, so he just tied himself to the airplane. Right, well, he found some rope and he tied himself on a seat in the airplane. Okay.
Okay.
And it just smashes into the ground. And then the next scene, all you see is like this pile of mud bubbling, and then out crawls this old guy. And you're like, and both Logan and I were like, where the fuck is the airplane? What happened to the airplane?
Sunk in the mud.
That's what I was like, okay, this has got to be the biggest mud pit ever, where the whole airplane just nose dove. And yeah, and I said to Logan, I was like, well, I would have believed it if when the airplane went into the mud pit, then it went, made some sort of suction noise or whatever. Because all you see is it hitting and then an explosion. And then he's just crawling out of the mud pile. I was willing to believe everything until that point.
Yeah.
Where it's like, come on, guys.
You know, I had a very similar experience last night. I watched a movie. I've seen this movie in passing when I was a kid, on TBS or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But last night was the first time I've sat down and watched it. David Cronenberg's The Fly.
Oh,
right. I believed it up until
you believe the guy could turn into a fly and all that.
When he started puking on people and like melting off
acid.
their I'm like, okay, listen. I follow it all.
Yep.
But I'm just joking.
That was too far.
It's too far. No, that's a fucking good movie.
It is, yeah.
Really good. Am I wrong, Cole?
Yep. No,
Yes,
it's a good movie.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so good. I mean, I the special effects were of that era, which is totally fine. But like,
if you met Jeff Goldblum in person, do
I
you
don't
think
give a
he would
shit,
be
Cole.
annoying?
of course he would be. But
I don't think he'd be annoying.
He would
I think
try
he
to
would be a
impregnate
nice,
me.
entertaining guy. Yeah.
I like watching that guy in movies, but I feel like if I actually met him in person, I would be creeped the fuck out.
Who would be creepy? But here's the problem, right? This movie had one of my 80s hotties in it. I didn't even realize she was fucking in this movie.
The Elephant Man?
No. Who was it?
I can't remember.
League of Their Own.
Yeah.
Gina Davis?
That's the one. Gina Davis.
Davis, man.
Yeah. That's a good one.
And she's all getting fucked by Jeff, and then she's writing a paper about him. Oh my god, it was so fucking good. That was so cool.
Cool.
I remember Bart Simpson also did that.
I don't think I've seen
He
that
got turned
movie
into a
since
fly.
I've been like 18 years old.
It's on HBO. You should watch it.
Really?
Oh, by the way, for all those listeners out there, HBO added a ton of fucking movies, a ton of content with this Max bullshit, which I'm halfway excited about, halfway not, because
I thought you were like, I'm halfway done with all the new content.
it's been a while. No, because half of it is that fucking TLC Discovery reality show bullshit, which I'm not super thrilled about. But the movies from TMC that they were adding, I was super excited.
I'll have to scroll through and see.
A lot of good old scary movies.
I've seen some stuff that I'm interested in watching again or watching for the first time.
Yeah,
I did notice that the Evil Dead trilogy.
Woo!
Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness, and then the newer Evil Dead.
I was talking
about 2014.
I just watched
or whatever.
those three, the first three that you mentioned, not the remake, but I
you haven't seen the remake?
No, I just watched all those less than a year ago.
I say
highly recommend it, Cole.
I say skip Evil Dead 1 unless you really want to. Just jump to Evil Dead 2
because it's
the same
pretty
movie,
much the same movie.
Yeah.
The second one's just a little more funny.
Yeah,
and then Army of Darkness
is the best.
If you watch Evil Dead 1 and then Army of Darkness, it doesn't make sense. But if you watch Evil Dead 2 and then Army of Darkness, it makes more sense because it's the same tone.
Yes, well, Evil Dead 2 leads into Army of Darkness anyway. It ends with that.
I always forget. I never know with this fucking guy over here because a lot of times he says, "Hey, you got to wait till you watch this one part of this movie. It's so fucked up." Then I watch this part of the movie, and it's like some guy cutting his own dick off. I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty good." But then
that was my favorite part.
But then I show Cole a guy.
What movie was that?
I don't remember. I thought I had. What the fuck movie was it?
I do remember the movie, or I remember that part, but I can't remember what movie that was.
I don't. It doesn't matter.
I need more description.
But the problem is, Cole will just wince at the slightest risk of injury to like botches on wrestling. He's like, "Oh, I don't want to watch this. He may break his leg." I'm like, dude,
that's real.
That's real.
When they do break their legs and stuff, or like when they fall directly on their head, you're like, that guy's. If he's not paralyzed, he definitely broke something in his neck.
We're not talking about movie magic here.
So what I'm trying to say is, I'm surprised to hear Cole liking this kind of movie. So Evil Dead, the new one,
all right,
was fucking incredible. I mean, it's almost as.
You saw the newest one?
I saw both. Well, dude,
Evil Dead Rise, the new one.
Oh yes.
Ah, I want to see that one.
I saw the first one, or the new one.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was talking to one of my friends, and she said, I didn't want to see it because it didn't tie in with the other movie. Which, understandable, but as a standalone movie, fucking
sure.
Awesome. It was so fucking good. And, they did a great job with this new one. And the one before, too, so highly recommend watching the...
Yeah, I'm considering doing another late Tuesday evening one. If I see another 8 o'clock showing, and it's usually in a smaller theater with less people, and I think the Pope's Exorcist is an 8 o'clock one where I don't think there will be many people there, and I guess I don't really care about the amount of people, but I like being able to pick my seat easily. That's about all I care about.
Every time I go to the theater and there's people there, they're always just the fucking worst.
Oh, I thought he was going to say you walk into the theater, you walk back out. I need a refund. Refund!
So seats left.
Like, sir, there's 5 people in the theater.
That's 4 too many.
He's in my spot.
That's 4 too many. That's my spot. It's been a long time since I've gone to one of the... so for our out-of-town listeners... North Dakota and Bismarck were quite behind the ball. On, are we at front of the ball? We're behind the ball.
I don't know what you're saying yet.
Maybe I'm trying to say we're not on the ball.
On what? Get to it.
When it comes to
no shit, spit it out, man.
Let me talk about some balls for a second.
Okay.
Footballs.
What movie was this now?
No, it's not the movies. It's just that we don't have like AMC. At every corporate theater in America has got the reclining seats. They got the popcorn bucket. They got beer. They got everything.
Yeah.
But here in our dinky little town, we got reclining seats 2 years ago? It seems like, or 3 years ago.
Okay.
And I don't know. That kind of ruined movies for me a little bit, especially when I know that just down the hallway there's leather seats that I can recline in and relax, and I'm just sitting here upright like a dumb bitch. You know what I'm saying, Cole? Have you sat in those reclining seats, Cole?
I don't know.
Probably
not.
I have, and they are.
See,
they are
I think,
enjoyable.
Cole, I think that would change your movie going experience because the other nice thing about it is there's so much fucking space. So you can.
Well, it's the other people in the theater that ruin it for me. It's the people that are talking during the fucking movie, or the guy on his phone watching videos, or the kid fucking gagging on popcorn until he throws up.
Hey, Cole, what about this guy? What about this lady? Pulls out her fucking phone and is recording the movie.
Oh God!
For TikTok,
I haven't seen that yet.
I've seen that.
You ever watch
Go
it?
fuck yourself if you do that.
How many movies have you watched when they first came out online from someone's cell phone vid? Like back in the day. I'm not saying
comment.
I wouldn't spend any time now doing that, but I had watched.
Oh, I shot.
I remember. I never shot any, but maybe I watched yours. I would go on whatever site it was and down. I'm like, oh, this movie just came out. I want to see it.
It's shitty quality, but it's awesome.
Terrible quality, but it just was like, hey, it's available, and I'd watch it, and I was like, cool. So, and I think sometimes they were. Sometimes I think they were just in a. It didn't seem like there was anyone in the theater, or maybe it was a foreign country where they could just put their whatever actual recording device on a tripod because they wouldn't be shaky. Yeah. Just the quality would be not the best. As long as it didn't shake and I didn't hear anyone else and I could just hear the movie, it's just like watching a VHS or something.
I wish I could remember which movie it was that I watched, but it was a movie that was still in the theater. And it was one that was up for, like an Oscar nomination or whatever. And my friend got a
Human Centipede.
Maybe. But my friend got a copy of the movie. He torrented it or whatever.
Yeah.
Or yada yada. But he it said on the bottom of the screen, like it would periodically would scroll across the bottom of the screen. This is for Academy Award.
Oh, it's a screener.
Yeah, it was a screener copy. This is a screener copy only for screener use or whatever, not to be copied.
Yeah.
Somebody copied it. I'm
yeah.
Like, this is so cool. I feel like an insider.
Yeah. And you were.
I was.
Illegal.
So I sent my vote into. I said, I am now part of the Academy. Thank you. Here is my vote for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, whatever it was.
Whatever movie.
I had
Human Centipede.
Yeah, I had watched. I think it was the Wolverine was one of the. I think it was Wolverine, where whatever version I saw was in a great higher quality, but every now and then there would be a scene where it was like the special effects were not finished in that part, and you would see like him hanging, and it'd be like him hanging from a train that's moving, and he'd be like, but it would just be a green screen background.
What?
Yeah,
I thought it was the actual movie because
it was like it was the entire movie, just not completely done.
Wouldn't that be cool to see that movie? That unfinished.
I think that is the movie you're talking about because wasn't there a big fucking. They made a big deal out of it.
Yeah, there was something.
Somebody
at the time.
leaked it.
Yeah, and it was a very high quality because it was straight from the studio, and they're like, "Well, watch it, but it's not going to be as good." And it was just fine. I mean, I could imagine what was going on. Every now and then there's like 10 seconds where I'm like, "Well, I mean, I saw that the train was moving, so I know he's hanging from a moving train."
There's a Keanu Reeves meme out there, and it's like Helen Keller singing the national anthem or something. Okay. And it's Keanu Reeves, and it was him, it must have been him on the green screen, but he's just doing like,
what? What movie was that? It was like Bill and Ted or something?
No, it was from one of the Matrix movies. I'll have to find it.
Oh, okay.
It's terrible, but funny at the same time.
That's cool.
For sure.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It was the Wolverine.
Yeah, I thought
that was leaked.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I swear it was a Hugh Jackman one where he had to have been a superhero. Who else does he play? The Wolverine.
Les Miserables. It was Les Miserables. He's hanging from a train with claws.
He's singing
his heart out.
It's beautiful.
So, I want to pause. All righty.
We're back.
Yeah. So Taylor just showed us the video that he was talking about. And
Spot on.
it was Keanu Reeves just saying over and
It
over.
was definitely him as Neo. Yes.
Told you.
Yep. You got it. Nailed
But
it.
I think we're about done here for the night. So unless you guys got anything else.
I did see a movie at home called Cole, I think, is disappointed that I'm still talking. I don't
care.
The movie The Wraith, which is
what's that about?
It's this one has Charlie Sheen, and he comes back. It's an 80s movie.
Before or after AIDS?
I'll let you decide. Just watch it. He is like a otherworldly being that comes back. Like a kid got killed by a gang, and then suddenly Charlie Sheen arrives in town. He's the new kid in town, and you see like this fancy like space mobile basically driving around because this gang is all about street racing, or not 80s style racing where they actually drive on the Arizona highways or whatever really fast. And then anyway, he ends up killing like these gang members by driving way ahead of them in his turbo car and then stopping in the road, and then they drive into it or drive off a cliff because he's in the way.
Okay.
And then so the gang members all end up dying, and then it turns out he's this dead kid who came back in the form of Charlie Sheen.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
Hey!
If you haven't seen it by now, 40 years later.
Never even heard of it.
1980 was only 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Fuck
I mean, yeah, in my head it is, but cool, thumbs up.
Yeah. Man. Hey, I do have a question for either the listeners or for you two.
Yes.
What should my next Cronenberg movie be?
Oof. I don't know. Don't watch, what was it? Dead Ringers, I wasn't a fan of.
I wanted to watch that.
The original Dead Ringers. There's a new version of it I haven't seen, but maybe that's good.
What about Thinner? Is that one good?
Thinner? The Stephen King one?
I think that's Cronenberg.
Thinner was good. I like most Stephen King material. Thinner is worth the watch.
Speaking of okay, good, because I haven't seen that. But speaking of, that's one of those movies I remember going to the movie store and always seeing the cover, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Thinner has gypsies in there.
Tramps and thieves.
That's all you have.
There's one that is not really a sci-fi movie that I was really
Are we still talking
surprised.
Cronenberg?
Yeah, I was surprised he did. A History of Violence.
Oh.
I thought you were going to say Air Bud.
Who was the main guy in History of Violence?
That
Mortensen.
dude from Lord of the Rings.
You're all right. Yes,
Mortensen,
you said it right away. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear him.
Yep.
But that one I was really surprised that he did that.
Yeah.
Was it good? I
mean, it was good.
The movie itself was good?
Yeah, it was based. So DC used to have this side. DC Comics used to have this side company that they would publish comic books under, and the whole point of the comic books was to basically be a script for a movie.
What was the name of the comic book?
I can't remember. That was called A History of Violence.
No, but I mean, it wasn't Vertigo or
it wasn't
Dark Horse
Vertigo. It was a side company that they just made.
Okay.
So because they thought, well, if the story's really good, we already have them drawing up how we kind of want it to look and everything.
Sure.
So they
storyboarded out.
Yeah, it's storyboarded. So they have.
Sweet.
They made a few books, but two of them got turned into actual movies. There was The Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks.
Not a bad one. Not a bad movie.
And A History of Violence. And that one did change from the comic. A History of Road to Perdition was closer to the comic. The movie version was closer to the comic, but A History of Violence wasn't as close to the comic, but the general story is still there.
Okay.
But I thought that was a pretty good movie, but I was really surprised that he directed that.
Yeah. He's got some newer one out
He actually does have another one with Viggo Mortensen, but it is more of a Cronenberg type of movie.
Yeah,
where it's all
something
fucked
about
up.
like surgeries in the future.
Yeah,
right.
I want to watch it.
I don't know. I'll watch it. There's nothing about the trailer that I saw that was like, I have to watch this. I will end up
Crimes of the Future.
That's the one. Crimes of the Future, and I think it's just about future cosmetic surgeries.
Kind of, yeah. It's
Something like
trying
that?
to stay young, kind of.
Yeah.
And, injecting myself.
It does look interesting, but it's not like I know it's available to watch. I'm just not gonna rush to watch it yet.
I get it.
Yeah,
but
He had already done a movie called Crimes of the Future a long time ago.
Oh,
maybe
so
it was
it's
his son that did it.
No, he
I
did
thought
this
it
one
was
too.
him, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, his second movie was called Crimes of the Future.
He's
Okay.
like, we're gonna retcon this bitch. I didn't
Sure,
have
well.
the special effects I wanted to back then.
That's got to be it.
I remember George Lucas did that once
Make
or
it look-
twice.
make
He
it look
actually did
better.
that 3 times.
I thought he just
Oh, no, he did it 4
waited
times.
until the technology caught up, right? Or created the technology. Wasn't that the thing?
What a stupid ass. Anyway, for Comic Can Coozie, I'm Taylor.
I'm Adam.
I'm Cole.